All right. So yeah, we are going to be doing Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I think a crazy thing about this is that I already have all the units, so it's like collect units simply by playing to unlock exclusive in-game reward. Launch Ubisoft Club app now to see what amazing rewards you can unlock. But then we'll log into Ubisoft, which takes 10,000 years to do. Because it's Ubisoft on a console. But like, there's no challenges and I have all the rewards. So like, great. You know what I mean? But anyway, Assassin's Creed Remastered. Let's do it. Oh, they have the tyranny of King Washington separated out. That's awesome, actually. That's actually super cool. Let's see what we got here in options. Cranked up, blood on, subtitles on. Yep. This is good. Okay, well, that looks fine. Blood. All that looks fine. Tweak the way your input's treated. Nah, I'm good. Let's do it. Start new game. I mean, sure.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
I forgot how epic the intro was to Assassin's Creed 3.
We're here. Let's go.
Pretty impressive they can carry those boxes long-ended like that. I've carried those boxes before in the past. They're not easy to carry. By the way, schmuck.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Can't see shit. There we go.
I think we're here.
Oh, I remember all these. Oh god. Yeah, I remember all these little cutscenes now. Yeah.
key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
You got it.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Come on, reach. What are y'all over here? See this? What am I on? Nice, already broke the game. I'm literally on thin air right now. Okay. Like I am not going the right direction. We're gonna do this again. I feel like I was walking on thin air because I was doing things out of order. And Assassin's Creed games do not like it when you do things out of order.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Didn't trigger before, but now it did. Yeah, now the stuff spawned in.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Yeah, you. What? Oh.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
All right.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Everything is
Yes,
fine.
fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
All right.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Let's see here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
All right, let's go find our seat. Thank you, sir. Thank you for waving me out.
Good evening, sir. This way,
Good
please.
evening. Good evening. Ah, excuse me. Pardon me. Please scooch back. Pardon me,
My
ma'am.
apologies.
Excuse me. Pardon me. You're not missing much. The curtains are still down. Excuse me.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
The statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
So is mine. Like me too, he accidentally...
I already have.
...spoke against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had set word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will...
Excuse me, sorry.
So sorry. My apologies.
Sit the hell down, idiot.
You may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
No lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a book. For Tom Gag. £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation.
No making out the play, please. Have some dignity.
...into our lofty year than any five of the game. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got.
Woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught our healing arts. A very nice good cheat when both we find. She tricks us of our money with her hearts. 'Tis
Alright. Pop that open quick.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage over the bloom in your cheek.
Jeremy's really burning up the balls tonight. He's a marvel. I'll make haste and use it, boy.
Alright.
My friends know what I intend. Well, I love to make them easy one way or other.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Again.
Come, please! Over there! That's the one that did the murder! That man there! Seize him! Man was killed
Whoa,
in the upper
Jesus.
balcony. But I've done no wrong. I swear. Search him. Any weapons? I beg your pardon. Don't push him. Anyone's suspicious. Please. Let us through. Peace, friends. There is no danger. Have order. Try to remember.
Pardon me, pardon me.
Order! We must have order! It happened right in that balcony. What are those men doing in there? Order! We must have order! Move! Imbecile!
Everyone run and panic. Someone's been stabbed.
Where are you going?
Yeah, fuck him up. Check him for weapons. He's dangerous. That guy just blinked in. Thanos snapped right in.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
All right. Full sync.
Some fresh air might do me good.
To the upper deck. Hello, you scallywags.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnell.
So I thought.
And yet here you are. Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Oh, Jesus. There's an ass whooping there.
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Oh.
Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
All right. Ow.
What's the meaning of this? Captain.
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Good day. Day 28. It takes a month to go from Britain to Boston.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Yeah, hello, mate Jester.
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Alright, so let's...
He's got a
What do we got? Oh, we already did the optional. We already done the optional objective, so let's go investigate the crew.
Quiet! Here it comes!
Wyatt, here he comes. Play game. Oh, I remember that game. I don't want to play. Good morning, good evening, afternoon.
You there?
Evening for me, it's 2 in the morning. So.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Alright. Alright, run. Yeah. Alright, what do you want, Chief?
A doctor, if you have a moment.
Have you taken ill?
Oh, nothing like that. I was wondering if you'd heard any rumblings of trouble aboard.
What sort of trouble?
Unusual complaints or grievances? Men taking issue with the captain or
You
the
sound
passengers?
just like James. Like I told him, I've been much too busy with my research to notice anything not work-related.
And where might I find James?
The galley's your best bet. Now, if you'll excuse me...
To the gallows. Right. God damn, I keep... I'm so used to pressing the L3 button or the left thumbstick, because in all of the new Assassin's Creed, that's how you run.
Are you James?
When was the last time I played Assassin's Creed 3?
Ethan Kenway.
Pleased to meet you. Release, so like 2012.
I was hoping you could
What's
answer
up,
some
guys?
questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me.
Yeah, probably like
Oh, what do you
2012,
want to
2013.
know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. but I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah, I've never played the
I wish to
remaster
see us
of
reach
the game.
colonies alive.
I never played the remaster of Liberation or Assassin's Creed 3, so this is kind of a unique thing. I do like that they separated out the DLCs for it, though. Like when you load up the remaster, you can choose between Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation. Although Liberation was basically a DLC for 3, but it was essentially its own story arc, so they made it its own separate thing. And then when you choose 3, you can actually choose the Tyranny of George Washington, which was one of the big DLCs for Assassin's Creed 3. I'm curious if they'll have Benedict Arnold DLC in this remaster. I'm assuming they would.
Evening, sir.
Because the Benedict Arnold DLC wasn't that large. There's only like
How are
3
things?
missions. But I wonder if they tied that
Just
into
the way I like
the main game.
What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit, stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
I will say they kind of
What's that?
messed up the graphics in the remaster a bit.
Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
I remember Kenway not looking like a complete idiot in the original game.
Won't hardly take his hat off. Quiet! Here he comes. Make like you're working.
Yeah, make like you're working. At the front of the boat.
Got our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries. It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine whilst we're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits. Someone needs to have words with him. Mills tried. Captain turned him away.
Hello?
Then he must try again. With more
Press circle.
force.
There we go. I don't have PS Plus, no. Don't like it. Yeah, Unity did that to me. Assassin's Creed Unity did that to me hardcore, and it drove me insane.
Curious. Most curious.
I was playing through, when I played through Assassin's Creed Unity, like 5 or 6 years ago, in Unity you can choose what mission to go on to via the map, and then I went to go choose a mission and it automatically dumped me into the Lost Kings DLC, which like fast forwarded me in the story by like 3 hours, and I was like, what the I wasn't too happy about that.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks!
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
I'm jailed.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah, so that's what this is about.
Surrender,
So dumb.
and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Yeah, the graphics just don't. They look.
You sure?
They're not awful.
This is how you want to play it.
But they're very different than what the original was. Alright. Back when the combat in Assassin's Creed was good. Okay, okay. Now you're fucked. Alright, he dead.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 is a good game. That's the best combat, in my opinion, for the entire series.
We need those ropes secured!
I forget how long this intro was.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Now we're playing Sea of Thieves. Batten down the hatches. Turn the sails port side.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! James! To the mainmast with you!
What are you doing? Climb up. There we go. Can you walk that way? No, I don't want you to go. Just walk across the beam. Some things in Assassin's Creed, man. How can you get so many friends on Twitch? I mean, if you mean like friends, I mean, it's just a matter of hanging out in their chat and being involved in their community and talking to them. And
Hurry!
Got him. That's how you can make friends. If you're talking about, if you're talking about like followers and whatnot during stream, consistency. It's all about. Ooh, that guy got muffed. It's all about streaming consistently and being involved with your chat, talking to them, talking during gameplay and stuff like that. That's what I found. Like, I'm not a giant community by any means, but I also don't strive to be a giant community. I like my little community that we have built here. I forgot how many cutscenes were in this intro too. But yeah, if you're talking about friends to like play games and stuff with, join streamer communities, talk in chat, talk with other people in chat, make friends. Basically how you do that.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
True. Is big true. Alright. But we can't climb up that way? Well, I guess we gotta take the block. Okay. We don't wanna keep pressing. I'm gonna keep doing that the entire playthrough because, like I said, the new Assassin's Creed games, you press that to run, and the old Assassin's Creed games, it was R2 to run. So expect Eagle Vision being used on accident quite a bit. Ubisoft presents Assassin's Creed 3. I will say, Ubisoft, any intro for Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft has done a phenomenal job with it. They always put you at a very high point. They always put you at a pretty high point that overlooks like major arcs of the game and in the story, with, you know, the pullback of the bird's eye panoramic view and then the Assassin's Creed logo. Like, Ubisoft has always done a phenomenal job with that in Assassin's Creed. The Valhalla's was gorgeous. Valhalla's was so good. New subscriber on YouTube? Awesome, thank you. The most recent video we have up for our stream playthroughs is Metroid Dread.
Master Kenway.
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
And if you're into horror
Are you by any chance
playthroughs,
John and Isabella?
my podcast host and I, Mola,
One and the
have been
same.
doing Haunt Hunters, and the
Your commission is
most
with Edward
recent
Braddock, is it
publicly
not?
released version of Haunt Hunters
But
right
he's
now
yet
is
to reach
Silent Hill
America,
Origins,
and I figured I might,
played by
well,
Mola.
at least until he arrives.
God's
I
Basement
thought-
was our first
Yes.
one. That's the one
Out
I
with it.
did.
Forgive me, sir.
Yamawari right now is on
I
deck,
had hoped that I might study
played
under
by
you.
me.
If I am to
That one
serve
will
the order,
probably
I
be
can
live the
imagine
next
no better
couple
mentor
weeks.
than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate.
Oh, she dropped some
Impossible, sir.
tomatoes.
This way.
Thief!
Someone stop him!
Well, I guess he's not a thief anymore. He fell over and tripped. Now he's embarrassed.
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I like Boston.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
I've been to Boston a handful of times. I like Boston. I'm actually a fan of that city. Out of the way. Out of the way. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the city. If I were to ever move to the East Coast, I would probably move to Boston. Either Boston or Vermont.
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death.
Ben Franklin.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston. Why do you say that? You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I've...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah. If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
That has disappeared. Have I ever received a donation on Twitch? No, I don't take donations on Twitch. I do not take donations on Twitch. Bits, I guess, are the amount of donation that I use. No, I don't do like the PayPal donations or anything like that at all. I always tell people if they ever want to donate to me to go donate to charity. I'd like one sword, please. I would like one gun, please. Hey, Mate Jester, thanks for gifting a sub to Gygas. Super appreciate that. Hold R1. Okay. Damn it. I super appreciate that, thank you. Oh.
We ride for the Green
I
Dragon
need to get more
Tavern.
emotes, more and new emotes made.
Eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause.
Yeah, bigger streams are definitely tougher. That's why I said, like, get involved with that community.
More, sir.
Join their Discord. If you're into the big streamer stuff. I don't really watch that many big stream. I honestly don't watch the Twitch all that much anymore. Yeah, there are speedrunners that know me and I have no idea who the hell they are. Yeah, I have that as well too. Like I randomly get like some people that like follow me on Twitter and it's like, Sly Cooper speedrunner, and I'm like, I have never ran Sly Cooper in my life. Like, how do you know who I am? I saw that. Thank you, Mate Jester. Super appreciate that.
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
Only privacy.
This way.
Yeah, I would say if it wasn't for speedrunning, I wouldn't have nearly as many friends as I have now. At least via Twitch.
Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds. He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles? Sir. We'd best be off.
Of course.
I do remember the ending of this game with Charles Lee, though. I don't really add anyone on PS4. It's not because like I just don't want to. It's just mostly because I don't play my PS4 that much. I think I have like 3 friends on PS4, and they're just real life friends that either co-workers or I've known them since high school. It's one of those. I just like I like my privacy type of thing. I don't like when people know when I'm doing stuff. Are you Tom Hickey? Well, also the PS4 hasn't been hooked up since June, so.
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy.
Peace.
Why is it so zoomed in?
William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
I don't need no expediting. Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill
Dude,
the
the new
lookout, take
GTA
up a
trilogy
position
looks
behind
so
the
good.
guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. We'll have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened.
Looks so good. The jank in them just looks amazing. Kill mercenaries using firearm, and you kill 10 of them.
Get into position. But wait for me to take the first shot.
Yo, what's up, Triso? How you doing? I did it again. Here comes my favorite. Get up there, idiot. Pick up weapon, please. Yeah. Here we go, boys. Now the game gets fun.
Go on now, before you make us mad.
Breathe. Everybody clap your hands. What? Reflex shot. Yeah, yeet.
So much for the element of surprise.
Reinforcement!
So much for the element of surprise. Boom. That's so good, dude. God damn, it's good. Ow. Rude. Just reload my gun here.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
We'll be safe inside.
What now? We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot them.
Go on, shoot them.
On with the show then.
I reload my one-shot pistol here.
Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all.
Wait, did I not get my 10 kills?
Bet this'll fetch a pretty penny.
What if I can still get my 10 kills?
Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
I'm reloading. I'm reloading, don't hurt. Oh, okay. Takes a long time to reload.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well, those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Atham, this one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched.
Oh, looting is
Shame
old
so
in
many
this
had to
game.
die.
That's right.
Aye. Terrible tragedy, that. Back to the Green Dragon, then. I need
Do
a
not
drink.
let, oh, I got, okay, we still good. Let me pick up this gun right here. Yes, sir. I'll take point.
Careful, gents. We've company.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
Gotta reload. Gotta reload. Go.
Wait,
Look, I had to reload,
Sure
man.
to have loot on
Swap
'em.
weapon.
Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are
There we
you
go.
mad? In
I don't have
case
to
you've forgotten,
reload on this
we're in
gun.
the midst of something.
Aw, why's you always got to go and spoil the sport?
Need like a machine gun or something. Rap, 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 rap. Where the rest of the bad guys at? It's an ambush! Right through the double phase.
A little help, please.
Disarm. Pick up your weapon. Disarm.
Look at those badgers running around all up with your shut.
Just reload again real quick here. I gotta get one more mercenary kill. Shoot him right in the dick.
Come on now. It's just a few fools with knives. They ain't so tough.
It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
Alright. I probably had to reload. Alright, Bessie, you live today. How did I kill the kid? Oh, I don't even know how I killed the little one. Alright, whatever. You're dead. You're okay. Well, you almost. Well, I mean, you died, I guess, still.
A little help, please.
Nice. You're still oh, I'm gonna watch, idiot. How are you alive? Jesus. I keep pressing that button. We're not safe yet? How does it... I am so confused. Oh. The shoulder.
That seems to be the last.
Alright. Take your 11 pounds here and...
Oi,
friends?
Mr. Johnson's gonna need to double my pay after all this if he expects me to keep at his side.